Hi, welcome back to my channel, Antoinette here. I'm going to do a very quick show and tell of my digital journal for the Decon Walk 2023. So if we start with the actual planner, and then I can recap my various bits and bobs that I'm using. So I'm on a Samsung 8 Plus or whatever it's called planner, and I have found that Amethyst Ascension's app that she's created, a Decon Walk planner with loads of hyperlinks and things, works in something called the Note Shelf app, which is free. Now it has just had an update and it's working differently to how I'm used to it working right now. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you open it up and then I've got downloaded digital journals in here, and one of which is also her free vintage journal for practicing with that she has on her page. So you can download a free one to see how you're doing. And I was just checking to see, it's a blank journal with blank pages like this, and then you can add on to it. So here's me adding a background and text. Just following what I'm up to in August, and just, you know, a title page, because this app doesn't allow me to write in beautiful fancy pens like you can do on iPads, because it's Samsung. I don't know if they're going to change that at some point, but anyway. So we want the Decanic Journey digital journal from Amethyst. And it looked like this. I've added this text and this text onto it, but otherwise everything else is as you see it. And it comes with hyperlinks. So this is page 1, and then this is page 2 with all these hyperlinks. So all of these that you see pictured on here, sorry, let me bring you down a bit. All these links that you see pictured here take me to places. So of course I have put stuff in there, and then there's a little picture here, which is a link that takes me back to this page. So I can go anywhere I want from this page to extra pages. We can pick a sign. We can pick the deacon within the sign. And then they're set up like this. So they're blank. We have some signs in there, symbols, and that's how she's very kindly set it up. So I am using it as kind of a glue book. So snapping, screenshotting, pictures, information, taking my own pictures and then putting them into here rather than typing things in. So on this front page, I've put this here to tell me how to work it. So I've left that one there as a clue, because I was trying to do this, I think, on a video before, and I kind of got myself stuck trying to add text. So I think it was as simple as double clicking. Basically, I could change the color of the background to none or a color. I could change the text. So I only have those 4 basic texts, which will basically look like this. Bold, italic or underline, justified, and so on over here. I can delete that one because I don't need it. And what I have done here is, this is where I've got a bit annoyed because they've changed it. So this would have been a hyperlink. So I could have clicked on this link before it all updated this month, and it would have taken me to that link on YouTube, which is a real pain in the bottom. That was what I was really excited about with this app and how it was working. So of course they had it to, you know, change something, didn't they? So that would have taken me to my video where I could then showed you how I've been working with the Decon Walk. And I was going to do the same for all of Marlena Tracer's videos as well. I was going to add them all in hyperlinks so that I could click back and forward throughout the decans. Anyway, so I have just put big pictures in here. They didn't have to take up the whole screen, but I decided that I didn't need to see the, you know, the kind of titles that were there. So I've covered them so I can see this, because although I can still zoom in and out of what I'm looking at, and I can have a really good view of what's happening, I just like the fact that I could do that. So I have a couple of different ones, and I have one here. So that's what it would have looked like to have a spare one here, for which I will insert this one into a page. So that one will probably go here. That's what that page is there for. And yeah, so it's just a few different pictorials. I have the astrological houses, or the houses, you know, 1st to 12th, and the what their meanings are. So we are currently in the 5th house, which is all about romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, fertility, that childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, drama. Any of you know a Leo? Does that sound familiar? You know, getting up on stage, acting, showing yourself, shining bright, being centre of attention, all those kinds of things. Dominating the energy of the room type person at the moment. And then I have the planets here. So I know it's not going to show very well on there, but just so you can see, so transits, so that was Jupiter, isn't it? Yep. Oh, it's there. Jupiter, I was just going by the glyphs. At least I'm learning something using all these glyphs. Traits, optimism, abundance, growth, risk-taking. So it's just nice to have what the planets mean, I think, in there as well. Then I have my personal wheel and some more dignities that I found just on the internet and screenshot as I've gone around. Because I'm using them for my own personal use, you can screenshot things and put them in, of course you can. So these are here for me, and some elementaries there. Further dignity charts. This one has the major arcana, the archangels, the runes, and the elements. So I haven't actually checked to see if these archangels match what I've got, but I do actually have, I got another version of archangels. Oh, can't make it smaller. What am I doing? Hang on. Like I said, it's been playing up. Oh, it's actually moved. All this time I've been trying to get this thing to move and it wouldn't move. Now it's moving. Okay, we'll just leave it there for a second. Dignities charts again here. So these are ones that I have drawn, hand drawn into my diary, taken a picture and popped into here. I have some information about the chakras. So 4 colour scales, a deck for each 4 Kabbalistic words. So this is something I've taken from an email that I've been sent, and I've managed to bring over here and added some information to go with it. I just think this is quite nice for the colour coordinations and chakras and planetary associations. So that's what I've got going on here. Talking about chakras, even more information here on chakras. So the astrological body, the most powerful chakras per sign, because I quite like chakras. Then we have the chakra planetary alignment there, and just another one there with kind of sounds and chakras and parts of the body that they link to. And then we go into Aries, our first decan, where the decan walk started. And here, as you see, I'm just collecting information again. So this is the Aries star sign. So Aries have a strong solar plexus chakra. A plexus is located in the abdomen and is said to be source of self-belief, self-worth and power. I've never heard it called a plexus. Interesting. And then a bit more information there in a larger format. So Aries is all about moving forward in life and in life through it all. Their confidence and thirst for more are aiding partners in this journey. Therefore, the solar plexus chakra point, which rules self-confidence and inner power, is your chakra. So I just, as you see, chakras. There we have the angel, archangel, and the house information. Here we have my layout. So this is my deck layout for this decan walk, telling me all about the information that I started gathering. Now, the way I'm gathering information has actually changed. So this is how it started, with this little tiny bit of information down here. So you can see I've just put down the card of the decan, the astrological associations that goes with it, and the cards that they match up to. I've put a herb and the ruling court card. And as you can see, as I'm working through this, I put half a clue and no idea, referring to me being in the fire energy. So this is me moving through it with not a lot of ideas on what I'm doing. And then I have just put, some of the decks that I was planning on using. And then when I laid out for comparison, what happened was, as I was comparing everything here on the table, as I worked through this in a video, which I'll link below, it started to dawn on me of the other ways in which I could gather information for this. So you, as Marlena Trace actually has said to me in a group chat, you could just see my cogs turning as I was working out what I was doing with this, and the fact actually I did a reading with this as well while I was doing it. So then what we have is in Aries 1, I have a copy of the decks the spread that Marlena Trace created for each decan. So I have that here ready to go. Next year when I come round again, I will do these spreads. I haven't done them this year. It's just been collecting all my information. So I will do the spread next year. So I have a place here to take a picture of my spread and write down my thoughts. And while I'm doing that, I will also, I might look to match up decks to the astrological star signs or the elements in which I'm working. I don't usually do that, but I might do that for fun. And then here I have information that I'm collecting, and I'm just realising it's deleted a whole bunch of photos, is it? Sorry, I'm just moving through. It's either deleted the photos or I've lost them. So yeah, Aries 2, here's my information for Aries 2. And I did have a photo here of my Aries 2 spread, which has vanished. And then I have Marlena Traces ready for me to do next year. Aries 3, same thing, missing photo. Spread ready to go. And then we're into Taurus. So same information here for Taurus, but corresponding to the astrological. Here's my Taurus 1. So there's my spread. Here's my information that I've gathered to go with Taurus 1. Here's Marlena's, she did a very complicated spread for Taurus 1. So this is her spread here laid out. Yeah, so it's quite a few cards, this one. I don't think there's one up on this corner, which is why it's not there. And then I've got the written instructions here. All this is available through her channel as well, so I'm not showing anything naughty. Taurus 2, there is my spread, and here's my information that I have written into my journal. So this is it. So gathering it in my journal, taking a photo, and then putting it in here. And that is how I've decided to work this. So you can see all the things that I've gathered information on and then created keywords. I'm ready to go for Taurus 2 next year. Taurus 3. And then we're into Gemini. Now these gaps that you see on here, I will be adding other things. So I will be adding gemstones, gemstone properties, probably plant properties as well to go with this, because those are all the things that I've been collecting elementally as well. So I think that'd be a nice thing to do. So here we have Gemini 2, moving into Gemini 2. That was quite a nice looking spread, I have to say. Nice and colourful. That is the... No, I'm saying Gemini 1. What am I talking about? Sorry, Gemini 1. There's the spread. Gemini 1. Birthday decan spread. So yeah, Marlena did, because she's also a Gemini, so she did a birthday spread, but it was after I had kind of like done what I needed to do in my journal, because I would have shoved it in there. Excuse me. I'm so tired. So I've written it out ready to do next year. So next year I have a birthday spread to try as well as the decan spread. Then we have Gemini 2. Oh, it's just one of those days. It's probably like my 5th attempt at filming this as well. Why is it jumping? It's just not liking me today, I have to say. Must have too much static. So you can see there the exactly the same. So this is it now. This is me. I've settled on my... It took me 5 decans, I think, to get into what I'm recording. And it's going to be the same now as I go through. I don't need to fiddle and change it. It'll just be, as you see, each time it's there. I've got my layout, got my setup. I know how much space I need on my page, and I'm done. I quite like that. I am a creature of habit when it comes to those sorts of things. So as you see, going into Cancer. Spreads are ready to go. Cancer 2. Cancer 3, spread ready to go, and Leo season. So we're in Leo season currently, as I've said probably 1,000 times in this video. Here we have Leo 1. So I have a video link there. Well, I'm calling it video link. No, it doesn't work. it did. It doesn't anymore. So that one goes directly to my Lena Traces video for this one. And there's the spread. Here we have Leo 2. So some of them generate more keywords than others for me. So I actually got quite a lot of keywords on this one. And you can just tell from the images, like all the fiery energy in there, just from the colorations of what's going on from a fiery perspective with our lions everywhere and our wands. So, and then we're into our final Leo. So this one ends on the 22nd of August. And yeah, still lots of fiery energy. Even with the tower, it's still quite a fiery, explosive looking card with the energy that comes along in this one. And that's our Leo 3 spread. That's another big one that she's done. Then we have Virgo information that I started collecting. Of course, I don't have the spreads because they don't exist yet, but I have gone ahead and pre-populated the front page to all of my astrological signs. So Scorpio, Sagittarius, just to show you, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I think I said, but this is all based on Western astrology. So we're following through the decanic wheel with the tarot via Western astrology because that's how the books are set up. So I do not have the first clue how to translate or transfer any of this information into real sky or Egyptian sky or any of the other Vedic type of astrology systems that are around, Chinese astrology. So I've stuck to what seems to be mainstream and what I know the most because I have followed Western astrology since I was about 5 years old. So it makes the most sense to me and therefore I'll probably stick to it. That being said, many of us, I think, have felt the shift in seasons and daylight saving hours. It does feel like we are out of sync with something. So there is something to be said about people who are talking about the real sky. I don't know where I fit with the 13th planets and having our associations moved around there. That would be an interesting concept for me to look into in years to come when I'm ready to get there. So that is my digital journal. I am apologising for reasons that are out of my control at the fact that this app doesn't work very well. I did have, and I think I showed it, I did have another app, but I've deleted it, haven't I? Mind Notes, isn't it? Yeah, I've deleted it because you had to pay for it, so I've deleted that one. I don't know if Note Shelf is going to do the same thing to us because I'm a little bit disappointed that they've changed it on us. I just don't understand why it's not working. So now I can change those texts. Oh, it is working now. I think. There we go. It's allowing me to move things around. I take it all back. It's not so bad, but my links are still not working, I don't think. Where was my link? There. No. No, my links aren't working, so I'd have to copy and paste. Oh, I suppose I can copy and paste. It's no big deal. Or perhaps I just need to remember to screenshot the links and pop them in. Anyway, that was a really roundabout way of doing that, wasn't it? So I do apologise. So that's that one. Everything still goes into here. So this is the format. Here it is exactly as you see it live. And this is the same format now. I think it's just that one. Yeah, same format that you can see going through, ready, set there to go for the first decan of Virgo. And that has changed from March 17th. When did I, around here, wasn't it? We went to Aries. Here we go. Decan walk for Aries. So started here, and then I started doing it daily, trying to fit in moon phases right from the get-go. I was trying to fit in with the moon phases as we went through the waxing and the waning moons. It just wasn't quite feeling right. So although I can see what I'll do if I ever want to do this again, it was just me jotting down the glyphs and understanding what I'm looking at. I don't know that I need to do that. So I've taken that out of my journey, things that I've collected and written down. And again, here I was just going through and getting myself very confused. Second decan of Aries. So I did like one here again. I was still trying to do that fitting in with the moon business, knowing what the moon was up to. So moon in Libra, waxing 6, and then information if I felt I wanted to put it in there. But then I was doing thoughts, so reflections on what I did in that decan. That was interesting because you could see how it fitted in with the energy of the decan that we were in. So that was curious. But again, that's the decans as I understand them under the astrological signs as I understand them in Western astrology. I think we're here next, 3. Third decan, and then I've actually, here is where I've sort of cemented what I'm doing, to be fair. So here it is here. I just haven't worked out how I'm putting it on the page. So this is basically everything that I started doing from here on inwards. So by the end of the Aries star sign, I know that I want this information. So here it is. It's coming out bigger. So I'm spreading myself out so I can see what I'm doing onto the page. And then that evolved into where I can actually plot it onto the page. So I can just copy basic map and get it plotted onto the page. There's part of it, but I've kind of got them clipped together. So I'll find the June one. So here it is plotted out. So I know now I draw these lines here. I know what they're for, and then I just write my headings, and then I come back and pre-fill them. Like this. So it's kind of interesting to see. It didn't take me too long to work out how I was plotting and planning, and it's been consistent from there on inwards. I don't mind that they aren't all together. So some fit together, some don't. One there, and then the next one's there, and then those were being photographed and then going into my digital journal, as you've seen. So all that information is collected and then it's all together in my digital journal, which is one of the reasons I'm not too bothered about where it lands in here. From a card perspective, this hasn't changed either. So we have the astrological sign that we're in with the house that it associates to. I like these cards because they have keywords on them. I have the ace for the suit, for the quarter that we're in. I have the page or prince or princess for the quarter that we're in. I have the ruling court card in 3 formats for the decan that we are in. Sorry, that was off screen then. So I have those. I have one for the ruling planet for the tower. So the tower is Mars. So I have the ruling planet of the tarot association that we are in. And I have 3 cards to symbolize the tarot card, which is a major arcana for our planet. Does that make sense? And from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I have one of their cards because they come with the signs on the bottom, and I like the words that come with it. So this one's an egotism for the third decan of Leo. I love the fact, I'm so sorry, Leos, that it's a cock. It just makes me laugh because some of the people I know, lots of fire signs that I've known in the past who have owned hens and cockerels. You know, when you go to visit their house, that would be the thing that they focused on. Come and have a look at the size of my fill in the blank. And it's just like a kind of like showman, oh, you know, like, look at me. It definitely fits in with the egotism, the proudness, proud as a peacock type element of them. They're very definite, like on stage. Then I have my astrological association. So Leo is the strength card. 3 cards for that to give me lots of keywords. The actual decan card. So we are in the 7 of Wands. So we have 3 cards to show the 7 of Wands. And then I have the 2 herbs that I feel fit this decan. So this is the one that comes in the book for the decan, and this is one that I've added for the decan because I feel that we are in summer, therefore we're in the heat of sun energy. So because we have sun element and because we have the lamnisket symbol up here, or the infinity sign, and we have a line in there, I was like, yeah, Rue is definitely, for me, feeling like a Leo energy right now. And it's got a lot more yellow in the card than this one does. But we are in, we're in like a communication energy right now, I think. Leo. So we have the Mars, the Tower, Strength, Wands. I don't know why. I felt like we had some Mercury energy going on. Whether that was just something linked to one of them. No. I wonder where I saw that. I had a feeling there was like a lot of mercurial kind of energy. Hence the reason why they're good talkers, good on stage, communicating, but reenacting at the same time. Interesting. I don't know why I felt that, but yeah. Anyway, so those are my cards. It's been a bit of a long one. I am sorry. I don't know if this was any use to you or not, if you're wanting to use a digital journal on a Samsung, which is what I started out to do this video, along with a kind of update of where I was going. But as I said, I don't do the updates on the Decan Walk very often because I really don't have a lot more to say based on what I originally did in my exploration video. I think that one really ruled out or showed what I was doing and how I was going to be working. And I haven't changed it, creature of habit. And as I say, it'll go like this through the 12 months and I'll come back around and I'll add to it. But again, those will be few and far between if I do an update on them. If I do find a new app to work in, then I will update you with my new app. But I'm not the best at technology, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I wish you all a really nice weekend. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.